Fitness and rhythm games are a great match for the Oculus/Meta Quest 2. It's satisfying punching objects coming towards you, and it doesn't require a lot of graphical power to run smoothly and look good. As a result, there are a lot of games like this available on the Quest. So how can Hitstream stick out from the pack? The most unique aspect of the visuals are the environments. You have 360-degree panorama images surrounding you as you play. There's a good variety of these, from images of normal places like forests or deserts, to more fantastical places like space or underwater. It's a smart way to give the game a grander scale while keeping the graphical cost low. In the footage you're watching, they can stick out, but I found when you're actually playing the game, they tend to blur in the background as your mind focuses on the obstacles coming at you. For the music, you have a wide variety of genres. You'll have pop, rap, rock, indie, and of course electronic music. Like a lot of other music games, you'll see a lot of royalty-free and indie tracks here. Everyone will have their own music preferences, so there's going to be tracks you like, and tracks you tolerate, maybe even one you love or hate. You can see the title of the song in the background, and I did make use of that feature to search for a few tracks outside of the game to listen to. I'll show you a few tracks that stuck out for me.
I hear him chat to the noise, move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys, man so tough, but mans keep walking. Just too sharp with the prize, white girls let it tell me I'm awesome. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch man, please use caution. Cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage. New jobs got you down, sleeping on the couch. You can have my pillow, you can have my pillow, you can have my pillow, girl. And oh, it's only 'cause you're one of a kind. Yeah, you are one of a
In Hitstream, the gameplay will use all 360 degrees. So at first cues will come from one direction, but as the song goes on, the direction will gradually change. You'll have to rotate to keep up and keep the cues in your sight. It feels fresh and unique compared to other rhythm games' gameplay. You'll have a pretty diverse lineup of cues to deal with as well. You got your standard punches, then you have your uppercuts and downward strikes. You also have these diagonal arrows which you must swipe out with the right angle to hit. There's also these number cues which you must strike a certain amount of times before they explode. These ones are actually quite slippery and will challenge the speed of your punches. Then there's my favourite, catch orbs. You simply need to catch them as they come towards you. It's an awesome feeling catching a string of these and feeling the vibration of your controller as they pass through your hand. There are also obstacles to avoid. These include your standard walls, but there are also these purple rings which you must slip your head through, usually by tilting or squatting. Each song is handcrafted with these cues. They match the beat and it feels great striking the cue in time with the song.
How am I supposed to see? If I am in darkness, I am in...
The large variety of cues also keeps the song interesting. By the time a certain obstacle or cue starts to feel old, a new set or pattern is introduced. There's also at least one unique pattern of cues and obstacles in each song. A lot of fitness games can feel repetitive because they don't have a lot of moves or just repeat the same combinations over and over. Each track in Hitstream feels fresh, and it's easy to get immersed in the rhythm. You'll often feel less like you're punching and more like you're dancing as you go through the variety of moves and patterns. If you're not comfortable with the squats or anything else, the settings menu does have multiple accessibility features. These include removing squats, filters to reduce any potential vertigo, as well as any other preference you might need to tweak. Otherwise, the game's difficulty is pretty easygoing. There's no penalty for missing a cue or hitting an obstacle, and you can't fail a level. It should be accessible for anyone of any age or level of fitness. My mother, who's reaching her 60s, is able to beat every stage, and felt enthusiastic and encouraged at every step. So if she can do it, you certainly can. There is a bonus stage that plays if you get over 90% of the cues. If you want to pass this stage, you can't miss a single cue. If you miss one, the stage will end instantly. It's quite challenging trying to keep up as the game throws more and more cues as the song goes on. There's no way to increase the normal stage's difficulty, so if you're after a challenge, you'll have to get that by targeting a high score, giving stronger punches and keeping a high combo to boost your score. The game does track your performance and has leaderboards. You can also keep multiple users so other people using the headset won't affect your stats and you can compete with them. The game splits its content into 3 scenes, which are made up of 5 journeys. 3 of those journeys will be 10 minutes, 1 will be 20 minutes, and the last one will be 30 minutes. There's also 6 levels based on the game's original alpha. So adding up, there's over 240 minutes or 4 hours of unique content in the game. If you do want something different after beating all the game's content, there is a song randomizer mode. In that one, you can choose which genres you want, and then get a random set of songs picked up from the journeys. There's no way to import your own music currently, but given how much each song is handcrafted, it does make sense that this feature is not present at this time. The game does receive updates and support, and the developer is available on Discord and does post progress on those potential new features and updates. Seeing the posts and updates on Discord does show that the developer does plan on improving and adding new content to the game in the future. Recently, the game was updated to improve the graphics, so the hands will have glowing trails, and the barrier obstacle has been reworked completely. The cues also seem to have some cell shading applied to them in the new graphics update. Most of my footage was recorded a few months ago, so it would show the old graphics. The footage displaying now does show the new graphics, and you should be able to tell the difference between the two from there. So I'm fairly confident in saying that the game will receive future updates and improvements. In conclusion, I enjoyed Hitstream, and it's one of my regular Quest 2 fitness/rhythm apps. There is a demo available if you do want to try the game out for yourself. If you do find the Fitboxing fun, and don't mind being limited to the songs the game includes, I would highly recommend picking it up from the Oculus App Lab. Links for the demo and the game are included in the description of the video, so if you want to check those out. So that's the end of the video. If you found it entertaining or interesting, a like or comment would be very appreciated. If you ended up trying the game or playing the demo, I'll be interested in hearing your thoughts about it in the comments. If you have any other favourite Quest 2 fitness apps, I'll be interested in hearing about those too. Otherwise, if you have any other feedback or comments, I'll be happy to hear it in the comment section. And as always, have a nice day. Bye. Yeah, I'm gonna take it.